KSOK and Bob FM. I'm Steve Lundgren, and I'm the owner of the radio stations. And the reason why I'm here tonight, I am in a place called Hog Mob. I'm up here in Arkansas City, Kansas. We're located at Chestnut Street, and I'm here with my son-in-law and my office manager, Matthew Spurlock, and we are starting a project that we felt we might use tonight and introduce these folks to you.
So you guessed it, tonight is Cinnamon Roll-Up Night, and I'm going to turn it over to these guys and kind of introduce themselves and also what Hog Mob is all about, and maybe even some events you guys have happening.
All right, well, with that being said, I am Justin Cole, aka 7 Deuce, Hog Mob Ministries. So we've been established within the community for about the last 3 years. I would say this last year we've been getting a lot of welcoming arms from the police, from the school district, things along them lines. And as far as what we do, we're a discipleship ministry. So it started off, I'd say about 20 years ago. My older brother 7, he started it in a highly drug-infested household / neighborhood that was oppressed with just gang activity, and it was a lot of believers that were trying to find hope, trying to figure out, as far as being accepted, that looked like us, the cover of our books. And back then the church wasn't too welcoming, so my brother started a ministry to be able to have brothers that look like ourselves, who truly love Christ, to be able to come together and get into the Word, be able to understand truly what the Bible meant, and just that's where it started. And here we are 20 years later with, buildings. We're a global ministry. We're not just here in Arkansas. We're, nationwide. And what we truly focus on is building relationship that is organic, not just with each other as a brotherhood, but with Christ, growing intimately with Christ. And something we're focused on out here within the community is trying to truly reach the youth, because we see that there is a gap between, the elders and the youth. So we're trying to come out here right now and establish that. And with that being said, I'm going to shoot it over to my brother right here, you know what I'm saying, and he can get it in for y'all.
What's up? That was great, man. Good job. I'm proud of you, man. You did well. We'll reward you later, man. No, I'm just kidding. Hey, I'm Matthew Conan, also known as MC, part of Hog Mob Ministries. He pretty much explained what we're about, and we're definitely in the streets, just trying to have our feet on the pavement. So we find that really important to have the gospel outside of the church. I just want to take a minute to thank you guys for showing interest in what we do. It means a lot, and it really gives us a chance to get our ministry and what we're about out to people that normally wouldn't probably know of us or see us. So we're really grateful for that. If I may do a shameless plug, shout out to Steamy Joe's and Pizza Ranch for all the love they've given our ministry as well. And we just want to keep serving the community. My brother David, would you like to say something?
Oh, just Christ first.
Christ first.
That's it.
Thank you guys.
Hi, this is Matthew Spurlock with KSOK. Today we're here with Matthew Conant from Hog Mob, and we're just trying to make a little connection within the community, get to know Matthew and his organization, and just to make that connection with them. So Matthew, why don't you just start off telling us a little bit about yourself, and then also how did Hog Mob get started?
Okay, a little bit about me. My name is Matthew Conan. I'm originally from California. Moved here about a year ago to really sow into the ministry. The leader of our ministry, 7, he moved here approximately 2 years ago and put in roots and just had this vision of us living together and really walking out this walk with God and really making community and loving on our community. So, we adopted those traits which Jesus prescribed for us. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we're doing. Hog Mob the other question was how Hog Mob got started? Okay, Hog Mob is an acronym for Hooked on God, Ministry Over Business. It was started by 7 some 2 decades ago. He had spent time in church and, dealt with some hurt in the church as well, and decided to form his own ministry and really just delve into the Word and what the Bible means and the application of it, and to really try to set out and make disciples. And so he's been doing that for years. That's what it's about. We try to, hit or show love to the sick, you know what I mean? And just kind of dig in where we can, where the need is. Of course, we gospel-based, Bible-based. I don't know if that's enough, but that's the gist of what we do, and just minister the gospel.
So what are some of the things that you guys do as Hog Mob, like within the community?
Within the community, we've been blessed to do community cookouts. We have a Bible study. We do, we do prayer walks. We've been blessed to be allowed to go to the high school. I speak to the youth there. The boys were a men's ministry mostly, and I've been able to speak at the lunch period, not minister the gospel because it's school, but just be a mentor, be a light, and then also on a side note, I've been able to do a curriculum, a youth curriculum with the guys on Wednesday nights from 6 to 8. So there I'm able to, really dispel the gospel and break it down to them in a way that's applicable. We're trying to create leaders in the community and really just focus on that. So that's where we've been at targeting, and then not obviously, but how you saw or heard of us, the newspaper article, we were able to link up with like Chief Burr and Cali County Suicide Prevention and a bunch of other people, and because we had a vision of, cleaning up that bridge area, putting a sign out there that bridge has been, a place of loss for a lot of people in this community. I didn't have any personal connections to them people, but just knowing that it was there and it kind of became a dark place, even though it's beautiful over there, you know what I mean? But just to try to clean it up and get the community together on some fellowship, you know what I mean? So stuff like that.
Good. So I just want to take a step back and go a little bit more personal. What do you feel like coming from California to Ark City, Kansas? What do you feel like has been the biggest shift for you here? And then what's your kind of feel of the community being here, being plugged in?
Okay, the biggest shift for me would be the slower pace. I was working at a company called the Anti-Recidivism Coalition, which was a nonprofit organization, and I was part of the Hope and Redemption team where I would go into the level 4 state prisons, maximum prisons, and teach curriculum courses, character development, things of that nature, and help guys to really change their thinking and come home. But I couldn't preach the gospel in that, you know what I mean? And so this was an opportunity for me, like, to make that transition and take a leap of faith and come out here. And then with that said, I mean, what I think of the community, I think is really cool. I mean, every community, no matter where you go, is going to have its little downfalls or, harder parts of town. But overall, I could sit on my porch and wave at people, which was one of the things as corny as it may sound, that I wanted to be able to do. And people are friendly. I mean, I could pull up to get gas and spend a half hour talking to somebody. So it's been really welcoming. I feel like it was a great move. I really love Ark City, so yeah.
And then finally, if anybody watching this video wants to get connected with you or Hog Mob, how can they do that?
They can go to hogmob.com, Hog Mob Ministries on YouTube. We do Christian hip hop as well, so we've been blessed to be spread out across the United States. So we got guys in California that have Project West, which is a men's facility where guys coming out of prison or coming off the streets, addiction and things like that, they can go, have a safe place to rest, get well, and receive the gospel. We do prayer walks all across the United States for people that, hit our email and request our presence, and we'll pull up in any hood we can, get our feet to. So things like that. But Seven has been putting this together for, many years, and, speaking on his behalf, it's a learning process. There's highs and lows, but I feel like he's took the ministry to a really good place where we have, even within, all across the board, I think he's doing a great job. But right here, he's kind of got us all in our lane where our gifts serve the best, at least for the vision our ministry has. And so he's doing a really good job in that, and we're just pressing forward. But that's where you can reach us. I also do, prison pen pal. So you can go to Hogmob Pen Pals with a Z at gmail.com if you have an incarcerated loved one, and every month I send out a letter. It's a one-way correspondence, but we want to keep the gospel being delivered in there as well. So, it's really important that we reach back. As I'm a former prisoner, former felon, whatever you want to call it, but new identity, baby. I'm brand new,
Right.
So,
Man,
yes, sir.
Thank you so much for just opening up a little bit, and I'm excited and I hope that people reach out to you guys just because
Right.
you can just tell there's so much more. There's so much more.
Well, you're very astute. I mean, there's a lot behind it, but glory to God, man. Like, He opens doors no man can open, and for most of us, I mean, I think if you look at us, we're like a motley crew. Like, we're all tatted up and kind of got this look about us, and if you just judge us at that, which happens from time to time, you know, we get misjudged, but our heart is, you know, where it's supposed to be, and it's about love and, you know, bearing the fruits that the Bible speaks of: love, patience, kindness, you know, being self-tempered and things of that nature. So it's praise to Him, but also thank you guys for your interest in us, for seeing something that, you know, you thought was worthy of being reflected, you know, through your platform. So we appreciate that.